We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Slot man moves right. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. The slot man in motion right. To try again after the sack. Allen swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. He's got it to the 43 here. The Bills hit 5-3 now on the year, and they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
In motion left goes Hilton. On 2nd down, Cook. They find some open field here. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They start the drive with Cook. Oh, look at the juke.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Cousins. Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. John Ross with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Offense ready to go for their next drive. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Singletary trying the left side. Takes it to about the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. 7-7, our score after 1. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. The Vikings turn up the heat, and they block it. And that pressure there came from his left side. Maybe could have sped up the release, but he couldn't get it off in time.
And truthfully, the speed should be consistent each and every time. It should be quick mechanics. The best punters are the ones who can catch it, one step, and get rid of the football. Those are the ones you want. Anything more than one step in the NFL, you're flirting with disaster.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Cook will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and that makes the score 14-7.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no thought of a return here for Hines. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Allen.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception, Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A first down throw for Cousins.
Complete. Jefferson the target. Eight yards to go on second down. They'll go Madison up the middle. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. On play action, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now a give running left is Nwangu. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Again, it's Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here pulled in by Hilton. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up, but obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. They'll try the middle with Cook. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And some room to roam now. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 73 yards. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing on first down is Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 120 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They run it again with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Joseph's got it. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you didn't mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Joseph now to kick this one away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Flushed out right. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Allen going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Cook up the gut. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. And Hilton, the man in motion. On 1st down, Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Cook. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Fighting Hilton on the slant. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 64 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Allen now on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll try and run it in with Singletary. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Cook again. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Cook. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. He's got it to Hilton. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Slot man moves right. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Allen off the play fake. He's got a man, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 47 yards. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Room here to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league. And they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Minnesota, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll lose an important one here as that drops